Aquarius or Aquarius cross watcher. This message is going to be for you guys. All right, here we go. So last night I got on Amazon Prime, I believe it was, or Prime Video, and I was looking for free movies. I went to Hulu, I went to Netflix, and then I was looking on Prime. And I'm like, I haven't watched anything on Prime in a while, because a lot of things on there, at least on my end, it tries to get me to pay for them. So I was looking for free movies, and I found a movie called, it was either called Shortcut, I haven't even finished it yet. It's called like Shortcut to Success or Shortcut to Happiness. Basically, I'll just sum it up, and I won't have to go through the whole thing. But basically, it's got like Jennifer Love Hewitt in it. It's pretty good so far. But you know, a lot of times Hollywood will put things like hidden, allegedly, will put hidden meanings and messages in movies in a way to kind of be honest. I mean, is it really being honest? Or in a way to like expose themselves, but they make it as entertainment. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you really need to read between the lines here, either in career or with a particular person, especially if it's someone you're considering getting, like taking it to the next level with, or even someone you're already in a serious committed relationship with. You need to really, really, really read between the lines as far as, you know, what are they not saying? What is somebody leaving out? What is the small fine print of the contract, of the marriage, of the relationship? What is it that you know, just sometimes people will be like, well, I didn't lie. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't say either. You didn't volunteer this information. You just left that out. You just neglected to tell me. But then they've what is the word, validate, or they like make it as if it's okay because, well, you didn't ask, or they didn't technically lie to you. So anyway, basically the movie is about Alec Baldwin, I believe, is the star, and he's a writer, and he wants, obviously, success. So he basically, like, his life goes to shit. He accidentally almost kills someone. Like, he's just like, his whole life is just a train wreck. And then he's like, he sells his soul to the devil in the pretty early on in the movie. And this hair tie is cutting off my circulation. And Jennifer Love Hewitt is actually kind of like a feminine devil, feminine Satan, and she comes in and basically he has to seal the deal by getting her and kissing her. And then he gets like for 10 years of success. But then like as it starts to go on and he gets a success, there's little things that he didn't think to ask before he sold his soul. You know what I'm saying? Little things that he just didn't think. You know, they weren't on his mind because he never had success before and he didn't really understand the contract. He was just looking for a quick fix, a shortcut to either success or happiness, whatever it's called. Let me look it up so I can do it before I forget. Shortcut to happiness. I think it's happiness. Yeah, it's happiness.
Bess Stone is in the midst of the worst day of his life. His manuscript has been rejected by Daniel Webster. He has lost his job and he's broke.
2004 it came out. Yeah. He doesn't want to be broke. He wants success, things like that. So let me talk about this in two different ways, because I think that's how it's going to go. And of course, this doesn't have to be for you, Aquarius or Crosswatcher. This could be completely reversed and be someone you know that's going through this. So it's like, maybe you see something, like I'm hearing red flags. You see red flags regarding a situation, or even in one that's presenting itself to you now, or you're going to need to pay very close attention to something here because it's going to present itself over time. And it's like, well, I could have, if I would have taken my time on it or asked more questions, I would have seen it before now. You know what I mean? Oh, I hate when I lose my train of thought. I feel like there's so much to say in this one. I feel like I need to get this out and like talk to you guys about it. Okay, let's talk about the romantic side of things. So this just happened to someone that I know, a younger person. Okay. And this younger person has been, chest fluttering, interesting, has been in a relationship for a little while. And the person they're in a relationship with said that they, like, kind of just sprung it on them. Now, this person they're in a relationship with tends to be very jealous. And not only just jealous, but very controlling and possessive. There's a bee flying around. And always has to be everywhere that this person goes, but yet they like to spring it up on their person, like, oh, I've got these plans to do this, just last minute, without telling their person. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and then uses things like certain family members to say, I'm going to hang out with these family members. Family members they know that would lie for them. Maybe they're not even hanging out with these family members, but they're saying they are, and last minute, so that their partner, whom they always have to make sure they're around, but yet they can do this, right? So that this person, if they were to ask these family members, they would be told the same story. They could be on the same page, even though it's probably a complete lie. Do you get where I'm going with this? So this whole message is about, like, don't take something completely at face value. Does this mean constantly be paranoid, constantly be looking over your back, constantly be, where you don't trust anyone, you don't open up to it? No. But it does mean you need to be very careful. And some of you, this could have already happened, and maybe you already took it to the next level with someone. You already signed the contract. You already took the deal. You already took the job. You already got with the person. You already married the person. You already had children with the person or a child. Whatever it is, okay? Vice versa. Now is where someone's starting to see, ooh, I don't like this. This isn't what I bargained for. I didn't expect all of this to happen. Like, I didn't know that, and it would be, and that's when you get to, we've all done it. That's when you get to a place where you're like, almost, I regret. Yeah, there's been good things about the deal I've made, the relationship I got in, the business I joined, the company that hired me. Yes, there's good things about it, the contract I signed, but I didn't realize there were all these, there were these fine print things. There were these things that I would see later on that, had I known this up front, I probably wouldn't have agreed to this. I probably wouldn't have done it. No, not probably, I wouldn't have done it. Okay, this is what someone's dealing with right now, or will be dealing with in the near future. It's almost like it's a little too late, how I feel. And that's not in like a dun dun dun. No. There's probably a way out of it. But that's my parents, if you hear my parents in the background. But I do feel that someone's already moved forward with this. Like, not everything is as it seems 100% here. It could even be both. My God, can you imagine if somebody did that in a relationship, or, before they slept with somebody, they didn't ask the questions, but then they get into this relationship, but then they also do it in career too. And then it's just like a double whammy. Like, wow. This reminds me of that song by, is it Kate Bush? Kate Bush. Let me tell you about the, running up that hill. Running up that road, running up that hill, running up that building. If I only could make a deal with God. Like, if I could make a deal with God, I would have made the deal with God, but God doesn't allow me all these things. No, I'm not saying this. This is what I'm channeling right now. Is this what that song means? If I could have just made the deal with God, I would have made the deal with God. But see, God makes me, have success either in love and career slowly. I have a lot more suffering to do because I have lessons to learn along the way. Whereas learning to taking these contracts and these deals, making these deals with Satan or dark energies gives it to me a lot faster. And well, tomorrow's not promised, and my life's going really shitty now, and I'm broke, and I need love, and I just need all these things, so I'm just going to jump right into something, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. It seems pretty good enough for me. It seems right. I don't know. It feels like someone's stress, someone's fear has led them astray. It wasn't their gut. It wasn't their intuition. Whatever decision someone's made, or more than one decision, wasn't the right one, and they're going to regret it. Like, someone here they shouldn't have, I think someone's going to regret having made a decision with a partner, and will regret making a decision with business somehow. And something to do with signing a contract. It doesn't have to be actually selling your soul to the devil, but it feels very devil energy, like it was influenced by, definitely. Okay, I think it's Kate Bush, right? Running up that hill. It doesn't hurt me. Do you want to feel how it feels? Do you want to know that it doesn't hurt me? Do you want to hear about the deal I'm making? It's you and me. It's you and me, and if I only could, I'd make a deal with God. And I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. Basically, someone's saying here, because if you think about running up a road, running up a hill, running up a building, that seems like it's more difficult. Like basically what does this really mean? Nothing against Kate Bush or the song. It's actually a really good song. It's very catchy, but it does hold a certain vibration, and it makes you wonder when you really think about it, what are you trying to say here? Are you trying to say, allegedly, that just per me trying to get this message, that I could change my fortune, I could have all these things, and basically if I choose this way, I might get it. Maybe. There's no guarantees. And I'm probably going to have to run up a road, a hill, and maybe even a building. And Lord knows if I'm even going to get it or not at the end of the day. But if I go this way, because I want it so badly, I'm going to get it faster. I get a guarantee. Sure, it's not going to last forever. Yeah, okay, there's certain things. And you probably aren't telling me everything. But just for a minute, I'll be happy. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Is that what someone's saying here? You don't want to hurt me. But see how deep the bullet lies. Unaware, I'm tearing you asunder. Unaware, I'm tearing you asunder. Unaware, I'm tearing you asunder. Yeah, someone's definitely unaware here. They were unaware of all the details of a contract, a soul contract, something they've agreed on, signing a contract, like going into a marriage, putting someone's name on something. They were unaware. Sleeping with someone, they were unaware. It's really, honestly, someone got tricked here. Someone's been tricked. Or will be in the near future. Oh, there is thunder in our hearts. Is there so much hate for the ones we love? Tell me, we both matter, don't we? Wow, it's like manipulation. Someone's even used manipulation or a form of like, I'm going to sell you on me, or I'm going to sell you for this company, this business, this whatever, just so that you take the bait. But I'm tearing you asunder. Wow. But if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. What do you mean, if you only could? You wouldn't have to make a deal with God. God doesn't require deals. There's only one energy that requires that, influences that, to make sure that you're trapped. Think about it. This is why, do I want to say this? There's a lot I could say regarding this that I've seen only recently. There's a lot of ways that you can technically like sell your... I'm not saying that this is what one of them, but sometimes you have to wonder, like, is marriage a way? Really, because it's a deal and it's legal and you're bound and you're trapped and you're stuck, you know, and I mean like a legal, not like a hand fasting where it's still open, you know, and then they try to guilt you and say if you don't do that, you're non-committal. You don't love them. You're just trying to keep your options open. Or is it that you know real love? I don't know. I'm not saying either way. I'm just putting it out there, right? There's many other things like, you know, buying a home, anything that requires a contract. And you may say, well, then how would the world go around if we didn't sign contracts? Like our birth certificates. Things that we do for stability and things we do for love. When did we start doing them the way we're doing them now? If I only could, I'd make a deal with God. You wouldn't have to. No. I'd be running up that road, running up that hill with no problems. Wow. I'd choose you. I would choose you, God, or God energy, right? This isn't a religious message. This is energy. If I only could, I would definitely, yeah, but you know, see, when I choose you, I have problems. But when I choose here, I don't have problems. Honey, yeah, you do. You got problems. You got bigger problems. You got problems you don't even know gonna be problems because they've hidden half of them from you, okay? Yeah, you got tricked. Somebody here has been tricked. I think we all have. I think we've all been tricked. I mean, technically. Look at the food we eat. I mean, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? We've all been tricked. This message is not just for an Aquarius or cross watchers, for every single person on this planet. And in different ways, we've all been tricked. Romantically, career-wise, and different things that have where devil energy has slithered up in there and just taken on the form and lured people in to make decisions out of fear, stress, rushing, anxiety, need, want, instead of taking the path of suffering. Be very careful. Some of you, I think this has already happened. This whole message feels as if it's already in the process, actually, of somebody realizing, oh, I've made a mistake. Now I can't back out. I can't get out of it. Yeah, you can. Why can't you? You know how many things I decided and I've backed out of? Do you still have to live with the repercussions of your decisions? Yeah, but then you realize, you start waking up. You realize, like, oh, I should have read the fine print. I should have really known. I got tricked into it. Like, I really thought that this was, I thought it was love. I thought they loved me. I thought that I loved them. I thought that they really appreciated my work ethic. I thought, yeah. You thought, but now you've learned. And you can't be hard on yourself, because it happens to fucking all of us. It happens to the best of you. You just have to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and move forward. I mean, it's not really a fair fight at the end of the day, so you can't be too hard on yourself. I mean, if you're tricked into something and certain things are left out and certain people don't show aspects of themselves or tell you exactly what you're getting or tell you all the little details of what they're truly doing, but then they lie. No. If you've been misled, you have to understand, how is that completely your fault? Now, you got to take some accountability, but how is it completely your fault? It's like when somebody gets jumped. How is that a fair fight? How is it fair and real when you have to sign something in order for anything to be real? Because that's the way over time it's been designed. Because that energy knows exactly what it's doing, but it's an illusion and it's a fucking lie. It's a trap. It's a snare. And like Eminem says, maybe it's time we clean out our closet. If you can wiggle free from this trap, from this snare, it doesn't mean you're not going to come out without a little bloodshed. It don't mean it's going to come. You're going to come out without the loss of a limb. You're going to come out with something. But you know what? Hopefully, we learn a lesson and then we're able to share it with other people so that they don't do it. We can either lay down and think, woe is me, dang, I already got myself into this, I really didn't want to be a failure. Failure what? A failure would be, especially when you wake up and realize that you've been tricked into something and that you yourself did it also, and then you keep doing it because you feel like you have to, or like, life is doomed, or you get back up and you're resilient. And it's not easy. But you can do it. Someone is going to be angry here in the near future, realizing that they've been tricked into something, that somebody doesn't really care about them, appreciate them, or love them romantically or in a career sense. Or this has already happened and I'm picking up on someone's story here, but they're going to be very angry and upset, and not just with who or the many people, depending on which areas, or all of them even, that they fell for it almost, but they're going to be more upset with themselves, really. It's going to be an internal thing. But whoa, you see how that hair went like right in front of my face, trying to blind me from seeing? It got stuck on my nail. Maybe it's what's going on in the planets. Maybe it's right now. It's like showing someone, it's uncovering. Someone needs to get their bangs cut here, something to do with bangs being cut, or maybe someone's considering getting bangs, or something to do with bangs or curtains. You know, curtain bangs are actually getting like tapered, or something to do with actual curtains being opened and the light coming through, just like this window right here behind this camera, saying, here's the truth. Here's the truth and the facts of the matter, and it's dark. But now you are going to ask more questions, won't you? And now you won't feel like you have to rush into anything. And now it won't bother you as much to suffer and to do without for a while. Because you realize that all that glitters is not gold, and sometimes it's just a trap. Sometimes if you see something glittering in a field, it's just the metal from the trap that you're about to get yourself caught in. It's nothing that you really truly are going to want any part of, and you won't ever know it until you're right in the middle of it. Then you're going to wish that you never went over there and was curious about it to begin with. It happens to all of us. Alright guys, thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.